Is there anything that is in the pipeline, like new technologies that you see coming that are going to be exciting, that you're excited about? Maybe?
Yeah, I would say specifically with AI and a local language model that will allow you to have a conversation and control the home. Because I would say the control systems in a home, which boils down to that one location, the one app that allows you to control all the different systems in your home, lighting, security, audio, that one control system, I would say that's the next big advancement that's going to happen, where it can pull in more integrations. So it can pull in more HVAC integrations, it can pull in more audio integrations, more security integrations, but being able to talk to it and have it talk back to you. So a cool example that we saw recently was, hey, I have guests coming over tonight. They prefer this music and they prefer this type of experience when they like to go out and have fun. What kind of music should we play tonight for dinner? This is the type of food that we're going to eat. This is the type of lighting that this system is going to recommend. So it'll generate a whole different setup for the home, and it completely changes the home. Yeah. And it's not just this, hey, lights are on, lights are off, guests are coming over. Right. Completely change it every single time, depending on when the guests are coming or who the guests are.
Well, just think about the home we were just in, John, the White Mountain home. I mean, we raved about the lighting and the speakers and the sound system. Mm-hmm. You know, the breaks that we took during that visit, during that filming, were just made it extra special. Yeah, because of just those small little features that he put in the home.
Yeah, and like even distributed audio throughout the entire home. So when you walk into the home, into our showroom, for example, we can have music playing through the entire home. So everywhere you're walking in the house, you're still listening to the same music. Until you experience it, you might not think, you're going to like that. But once you walk through the house, that same music is playing in every single room. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Specifically like screen porch aspect. We have a TV out there as well that we put a speaker system in there that rivals a lot of home theaters. And so when you get that thing turned on, a lot of the neighbors look at you like, all right, that's a little bit too far. But that's what's fun about it, is we can take a speaker that's the same, diameter and as all the light fixtures in there. So it looks seamless as it goes down the tongue and groove ceiling in there, but it's a speaker system that you think you're downstairs in a theater.
And within the home audio, for instance, we're talking about that. Can you control the volumes within each
zone,
individual room or zone?
Room. Yeah.
So if you want louder in the great room because it's a bigger space, you can have it a little bit louder. There might be more people talking during the party, but then it can turn down like in the bedroom areas and stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. And then with to jump off that, a distributed TV distribution system, so video distribution, and every single TV in the home has Apple TV, but also the ability to play everything at the exact same time. So if you're watching a football game, for example, you're not going to listen to the
one TV maybe ahead of
the lower level cheering.
What's happening.
You know what's happening. So everything is at the exact same time. But you can also see if there's you have kiddos downstairs or kiddos up in the room and watching a TV, wherever it is, you can see what they're watching at any time on that tablet.
See, you talked a little bit about how to control these. Are most of these running off your phone, or is there like a tablet, or is it both?
I would say that boils down to what's the experience that the client wants to have. And that's the beauty of the conversations that we do have, is we can present all of those in person to say, this is what it looks like and feels like to play with this. Do you like this? Do you want this in your own home? Do you want this on your personal phone, or do you want this on a tablet? Some people don't want a security type tablet in their master bedroom that will chime at night if somebody's opening up the door. Some just don't want that access. Some might want that hidden somewhere else. So we like to kind of walk clients through that experience with their home to say, hey, if you do want to check XYZ product, where do you want to check it? Do you not want to check any of them at all? We don't have to put any of that in there. We can still give you that full security system and manage that system for you internally, but you don't have to view any of it at any time. And that, I would say, jumps into a lot of our clients. We are asking for high security at their home, and protecting that privacy for them is our bread and butter. So when we show up on a job site, we're not going to be posting pictures or sending different files to different people that don't have or shouldn't have access to those files, different codes, for example. So we'll set up 25 different codes for the front gate, for example, for a security system, just so we can constantly be changing that, and homeowners rest assured that no one has that same code at every single time.
Now, do you guys expand outside of the home? I remember one home we were at had a retractable pool cover.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys get into stuff that's maybe outdoor?
Yeah, that's the beauty of a control system, like a lighting control system. Isn't just lighting. We can control other loads within the home as well. So if there's a fire table outside that has you're plugged into a receptacle as a fire table, we can turn on that receptacle. It'll light the fire. It'll adjust the pool cover, turn on the pool jets, for example. So turn on the pool lights. So if you walk out to the pool and you click pool, all of that will turn on at the same time. So you don't have to worry about it.
We touched on a lot, dude.
We touched on a lot.
This stuff is mind blowing.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Yeah. Crazy.
I would say it's funny every single time I picture or envision myself walking through the house and showing an experience as to what it is. There's different things like TV mounts, for example. It might just be an afterthought to a lot of people, but until you see what's out there, it might be a cool application because you might not want to see a TV all the time. So, for example, Samsung frame TVs, very popular TV. We installed them on almost every single project we do. They have an artwork picture on them, so that mode when you're not watching TV looks like artwork. But we can take that to the next level. We can drop it down from the ceiling. We can raise it up from a cabinet. We can have a panel on the wall disappear into the wall, then go up. Then the TV comes out, so you don't ever have to look at that TV. So these are just different options that we like to present with not only clients, but with designers too, to say, you're probably thinking about that. We can get that done for you. We just gotta show it to you.
Yeah, we think about that all the time because we have so many different features in that great room. Typically, a lot of times it's the view that they have, those beautiful windows and the view.
Yeah.
And you have a fireplace. And now the TV sometimes becomes an afterthought. Like, where are we putting this TV? We have glass on all three walls here and a fireplace.
Yeah.
Where are we going to put this? So that's a great feature to think about.
Yeah. TV coming up from the floor, underneath a bed. If there's a master bedroom, for example, with wraparound glass, we can have it underneath the bed and then comes out from the foot of the bed. And then you don't ever see a TV. Soon as you press play on the remote, for example, all the audio is connected to the TV. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
If you've thought of it, there's more than likely an application out there that it could be done.
You guys have done it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But in the showroom, for example, we have a partnership with Sierra Mirrors out of Green Bay as well. So a TV is behind the mirror. So if you're in a workout area or even your bathroom, in between a vanity, or two vanities, we can have a mirror with a TV in it. So you're never losing out on that TV experience within the home.